Alrighty. So, once again, got my subs out. There's a reason behind it. Basically, I'm upgrading the speaker wire. Alright, I already did a video showing you that I upgraded the speaker wire when I had the bracing. But, I decided to go with 8 gauge instead of that crappy 12 gauge. That way I get some more power, make sure I'm getting the most power, as much power to my subs as possible. So there's 8 gauge, got the crimping on the ends. They're actually turning out quite nice. And then we're going to put it all back together. I'll show you how it looks when it's all put back together. And then we'll go down the road and crank it up and kind of show you with the new alternator and everything. And I do have my wingman with me today. See, there's Aaron. Call him like Ghost Rider or something. But so yeah, there it is. There's my subs. Over there. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll show you what the wire looks like once we get it in the box. There you go. Alrighty. So yesterday night, like I showed you, we were going to do wire upgrade. Got the wire right there. But the ends that we were going to put on here were meant for 10 gauge wire. They didn't fit quite right on the wire. Tried our hardest, but they didn't work. So I went and actually bought 8 gauge wire terminals. And I'm actually soldering every single one of them. Instead of just crimping them on, I'm actually soldering so I get the best connection possible. And so that's what I'm doing right now. As I'm doing that, Aaron's over here installing them, just like before, with the bolts, and the washer and everything, and then going up to the sub. So there'll be a lot more power transfer. It'll work a lot better. Got plenty of wire here, and also bought some really cool flex wire. Where did you put the flex wire? Hey. So, oh, there we go. So we bought some of this wire too. It matches my aught gauge. And I'll actually bring it over here. Bring it over here, pull it out. Bought some of this wire too. And as you can see, it's a little bit duller. This stuff's shiny. So that stuff is the super flex stuff. So, which is nice because it matches my 0 gauge that I have, which is right here, the super flex. So that's what we got. Solder on some more terminals, and we'll be back at you. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done and installed. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so Aaron did a good job at wiring all these up. You see, nice and tight. Bolt the sub, nice and you already have a terminal 4 8 gauge, so the wire went straight in. We ran new washers on the bolts because the old ones were getting all kind of wore out. All new washers. So what I'm doing now, there's more of them. What I'm doing now, there's Aaron, is I'm making my little jumpers. Where's the wire? Making my little jumpers to go from one bolt to the other. And instead of running, like you saw, the cross wire from one side to another, that's why I bought all this stuff. Was to run 2 different lines. I'm going to run one from the amp to this side and one from the amp to this side, so that it's not going to go to this and then over. I'll have 2 equal leads going down to the amp. So I'll show you once we get that, and there's Aaron. So get in. Oh, yeah, okay. So what I'm doing, stripping it, and then I'm actually crimping it kind of down because these connectors are a little loose. So I just crimp it in just a little bit each way, not a whole lot. Make it nice and pretty. Like so. device. Oh. Take your flux. Put some flux on there. Yeah. Torch. Start heating it up. Start doing your solder in. So see it come out the bottom. Turn the torch off. And grab your wire. Dip it in water. There you go. One nice and soldered in. Let's throw it in the box. Alright, like I said, we're going to do 2 different runs instead of having the crossover cable. 2 different runs came up. Same thing they did before. And the wires look a little funky because the solder flowed down inside the wire, so it wouldn't turn that well, but it's not broken or anything. And then nice and runs over there. Not rubbing on anything. And once again, it comes out right there. And it matches, like I said, it matches my other wire, so looks good underneath here. Now we'll go fire it up and see what it sounds like. So stay tuned for that.